That would require a response. Thank you. That eases me a little bit. Well, welcome today. We are so glad to see each and every one of you, those that are here, obviously, and those that couldn't make it today. But we are thank you, and we say thank you to you for taking the time out today. So I am Beverly Grant. I am a former board member and co-chair for this beautiful campaign that is coming to fruition today, and the interim CEO for DABSJ. So that's a little bit, and that's enough about me because I don't go too deep. So, but let Jim introduce himself.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Jim Weaver, and my wife Barb and I were privileged to also be co-chairs of the Together for Kids campaign, and are thrilled to be here. She couldn't make it today, but I hope I represent her okay. She's watching via the film. And you're going to hear from quite a few people today that were really vital in making this all come to pass. And one person that you're not going to hear from, unfortunately, is Jim Visser, who is our development director that left the agency to pursue another career a few months ago. And all credit, a lot of credit goes to Jim and his effort and the team that he put together. So I want to acknowledge him right away up front. I too am a former board member, past president of the board, and have been really around the agency for almost a dozen years. So really grateful for today and for all that it means. So DABSJ, its mission started 135 years ago, and it's still going strong. And as happenstance or providence would have it, the agency began when there were other pandemics that were happening around the world. Pandemics like typhoid and scarlet fever that robbed children of their families. And DABSJ then stepped in, as it has stepped in today or over the last 100 plus years, to help those kids in need. And even though the groundbreaking, the expansion plans were delayed as it pertained to the new pandemic, COVID-19, our community never wavered. Over 500 of our community members, foundations, individuals, organizations, committed almost $10 million during this campaign to get this facility off the ground. So it is a great privilege for me to be here. This is a remarkable day. It's the start of a new chapter for our agency, and we're just very grateful for all the support that you've lent to us.
Thank you, Jim. Continuing on and talking about the mission, but yet what this mission is going to lead, and that is a legacy. A legacy that started over 135 years ago, and it's going to continue for another 135 years. But we're deeply, deeply rooted in this community. And it's exciting to see how we're going to continue on that multi-generational legacy with the completion of this campaign in a brand new building. We finished the integrated campus. When it's finished, we'll feature expanded programming, administrative space, in offices, and educational and wellness space for the children and families supported by this wonderful organization. The move will also combine services into one location and is expected to bring efficiency to the continuum of care provided by DABSJ. Thank you. Jim?
So these projects could not happen without the support of our city. So it is my pleasure to welcome to the podium Melinda Isasi.
Thank you, everyone. And my name is Melinda Isasi. I am proud to serve as a second ward commissioner. So over the space that we are at, it's beautiful. We can be in our urban area and then see some of a wooded area where we saw a little animal we couldn't quite identify as Beverly and Jim were up here. So we're connected to nature, but I am just so grateful to be here. It was like a little bit of a reunion to see so many familiar faces, so many individuals who deeply care about this community. And we're joined by over 500 members of our community that wanted to show their support for this campaign. I think it's really a reflection of the city of Grand Rapids and who is around us, that we know that our community takes care of one another. And as much as DABSJ has accomplished over these last 135 years, we know that the need has really continued to grow. In 2020, there were nearly 2,000 cases of confirmed child abuse or neglect in Kent County. And we're not okay with that. And this campaign and all of your support and those who aren't here today is a reflection of the fact that we are not okay with that. We're going to continue to keep moving towards this critical mission. This new campaign and this new facility will allow DABSJ to expand our impact. It's more than a building. It's about a place where people can feel safe and secure and know that it's about coming together for children and their families. This is truly a fabric and reflection of our community. So I'm just so grateful to everyone that has committed and connected. I've been connected to DABSJ through the interview panel to hire Mary, with other things that have come up and connection points and other boards that I serve on. And so it's just so wonderful to be here standing, knowing that this vision is coming to life with amazing partners like you. I also had a chance to meet the next speaker, Stacy, as we were sitting down. She is a foster parent and DABSJ employee, and she is truly a reflection about what makes this place so special. So please join me in welcoming Stacy up to the podium.
Thank you, Melinda. Hi, as she said, my name is Stacy Goodson. I have had the honor and privilege to add 4 children to my family through foster care, adopting through DABSJ St. John's, and now I get to work for DABSJ St. John's doing foster care placements in our foster care licensing department. I chose to start working in child welfare many years ago and also embark on our foster care journey because I strongly believe that kids and families deserve the opportunities and to be the best versions of themselves. And sometimes they just need a little bit of extra empowerment to have those opportunities to be the best versions of themselves. As a foster parent, it is so helpful to have all of these services under one roof. It's going to be amazing for our foster parents. Foster parenting can be a little bit challenging, especially when you have more than one kiddo, and they got to go to all the different appointments, and you got to load kids in and take them out, and all those different things. So it'll be so great to have everybody, or all the services under one roof, and families can just obtain all those services in one area. It'll be such a nice help for them, and hopefully cut down on some of the time traveling in the car and shuffling and unloading and all those good things. They could potentially see their therapist, do their parenting times, maybe get a mentor, all those things under one roof. So I'm really, really excited about the new building and how amazing it's going to be for our foster and adoptive families. Both as a foster parent and as now an employee of DABSJ, I'm proud to be a part of the Together for Kids campaign and believe that this new building is going to help provide the highest quality of care for children and families to be the best versions of themselves. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mike Corby, President and Managing Partner of Integrated Architecture.
Thanks, Stacy. You know, Larry Earhart, who's here, and I were just talking. It was 15 years ago that we were looking at properties around this campus, and a lot has happened since then, the pandemic, financial crisis, but the idea endured, which I think is pretty cool. And the organization's been through different leaders, and they've all understood the importance of this. So I think that's pretty cool as kind of an observer that's been around for at least a decade and a half with this. But I just want to also let you know we're so excited, Integrated Architecture, and on behalf of our team, Daryl DeHaan, who's the project manager in the back, and Scott Vinn, one of my partners who's the design lead. We're so honored and excited to be part of this. We've been working with DABSJ for, like I said, almost 20 years now, and it's been great to see this project finally come together. But I know everybody wants to talk about the pandemic. I don't want to talk about it, but I think what it has done, it's proven that your organization, just like ours, can operate virtually, but it also has proven the importance of connection. I think this project, in my opinion, represents how important it is to have real connection. This building is going to provide that real connection. DABSJ has existed successfully without it, but this building is just going to make them better and help them kind of serve their mission at a rate that's even higher than what they're doing now. So I think that I'm going to talk a little bit about the building. I don't want to, I can't condense this project into a couple of minutes, but you know, it's going to be offices. People are going to come together for the first time. The centerpiece of the office is going to be what we're calling kind of a town hall, because there are a lot of residents of this building that will be in the building for short periods of time, and they'll be out in the community where they need to be, but they will come together as a community. So that town hall element was a very important kind of gathering point, so that they can feel like they're part of it, even if they're just in the building for a few minutes or hours during the day. The clinic will be state of the art. We've really looked at how we can bring together a medical, both physical and emotional and behavioral kind of place where people can get care. And then just the benefit of being on the campus is tying in some of the already kind of robust activity areas and educational areas, bringing that to the campus, and it all comes together in one building. The building's going to be energy efficient, the building's going to be enduring, the building's going to be able to expand, it's going to be flexible, and we're just really excited about the new kind of connecting element on the campus. So without any further ado, I have the pleasure of introducing Ben. Ben is, I consider, one of the finest gentlemen, but also contractors, and we are so fortunate to have him on the project. So, Ben.
Wow, Mike, thank you for those kind words. And I would just like to say, my name is Ben Wickstrom. I'm with Earhart Construction. And I just want to say thank you. I mean, my message today is really just one of gratitude and excitement for this project. And on behalf of our entire team, we want to say thank you to the leadership at DABSJ St. John's. Thank you to the board members. We are honored, humbled, and excited to be selected to build this project. It's really for a couple of reasons. And it aligns so nicely around our passions as a company and as people. And as I look around our company, I really see a couple of passions. Number one, we're passionate about building. We are passionate builders. We love improving our surroundings and our environment. Number two, we're passionate about serving others. And when those two things align on a project such as this, good things just happen. So we're just so happy to be here. And we're really excited to get started. In fact, today we're going to be using some golden shovels, but it'll be just a matter of weeks, and there will be large equipment around here, and we will move efficiently and quickly because we know that every day matters on this project. Every day matters because it matters to the children and the families that this fine agency serves. So that's our pledge to you. We will get our best. We will move quickly. And you know, I always tell our people that the most important part of every new building project is what happens inside long after we're gone. It's the people that make those things happen. And I knew right away when I met Mary, maybe 3 minutes into our first meeting, which was not all that long ago, I knew right away that this agency, this project, and its vision was in good hands. So it's my distinct pleasure to introduce Mary Mullet, President and CEO of DABSJ St. John's.
Well, I don't know if I need to follow all of those wonderful speeches. I just appreciate everybody. Thanks for everyone coming today. This is truly an exciting day at DABSJ and an exciting 24 hours because we just brought Earhart onto the dream team for our new build yesterday. So thanks for pivoting. I said to Ben says, well, do you need anything for tomorrow? I said, can you be there, first of all, right? Yep, can be there. Do you need anything? Yeah, we need some shovels. Has anybody priced out groundbreaking shovels? Whew, thanks, Ben, and thanks to all the Earhart team for pivoting on a dime to be here today with us. It's a very exciting day. I first want to introduce our executive leaders here at DABSJ. Couldn't get this job done without them. Now, one of them is on vacation before school starts with his family, so that would be Jeremiah Hawkins, who's not here with us today. Getting that last vacation in before school. He's our Chief Program Officer and all things program. But the next is Kristin Sherman, our CFO, amazing steward for the organization, an amazing steward of all of the donor dollars and our support, and just an amazing leader to be part of a team. Thanks, Kristin, and let's give a hand. Jeremiah didn't get a hand because he's on vacation. And then I'd like to introduce to many of you who you've met today, Colette. Where are you at? Colette Vigley. Super to have Colette join our team. She's our new Chief Advancement Officer. As Jim noted, Jim Visser kicked this campaign off, right? He did the bulk of the work. Colette and I get to be excited at the end, to be honest. Colette joins DABSJ St. John's. What day are we on?
This is week 6.
Week 6. And she's hitting the ground running. So thanks, Colette. Give her a hand. And then with deep, deep gratitude, I thank our Kids Campaign co-chairs. So we have Beverly Grant here today. George couldn't be with us, but we say thank you. And then on the list, Natalie and Charles Lott also couldn't be with us today because they're moving their teenager into his new dorm, I think, right? Yeah. So Charles felt bad he couldn't be here, but we said, well, we think that's worthy, right? So, but give them a hand. And then we have Jim Weaver here today. Barb stayed back with your daughter, and please thank her as well. But thank you, Jim, for being the co-chair. Without the co-chairs on this campaign, which has lasted a bit, right? COVID slowed some things down. This wouldn't be actualized today, so one more round of applause. Just appreciate all of it. And then we have honorary co-chairs with us today. We have one honorary co-chair who could not be with us today, Dwayne Ellenboss. He is in Cadillac, and I'll see him soon and take him photos of the day. So if we can give Dwayne a hand. But who we do have with us today is Susan Samrick with her family, and David, who's not with us today, but we honor as well. I've been humbled and amazed by the support that your family has provided to DABSJ St. John's, and we just honor that commitment. Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure.
And, let's see. All right, I got to make sure I get all my notes in here. They gave me notes on this, right? I'd like to take a moment, though, of personal reflection. David Samrick passed earlier this summer, and we were very saddened by that. And so if you can join me in just taking a moment to reflect and honor David and his legacy he's leaving here in this bill. Thank you. The Together for Kids campaign was boosted by Susan, you and David, and we appreciate that. The Samricks donated a $1 million lead gift for this campaign. We wouldn't have done this without you. And your company, Mill Steel, is coming right behind with continued support, and we're so appreciative of that. Today we have Susan here with us, and Susan is joined by Pam, who I've had the pleasure of meeting. By the way, Pam and I will talk horses all day long with you. Pam, the new president of Mill Steel, and also David and Susan's niece.